Alright guys, my name is Shervin. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the Registered Retirement Savings Plan, also known as the RRSP for short. Now, similar to the TFSA, the RRSP is a government-registered tax-sheltered account, meaning it's an account where any gains that you have on your investments are not taxed whatsoever. Now, I've already made 2 videos on how the TFSA works and how you should be investing in your TFSA, and by popular demand in the comment sections of those videos, we're going to talk about the RRSP. And of course, the RRSP is slightly different than the TFSA. You want to be investing a little bit differently, as there are different investment strategies that are a little bit more advantageous with the RRSP compared to the TFSA, as well as that there are different advantages that come with the RRSP. For example, you're able to use the RRSP in order to pay less taxes on your own income if you know what you're doing. So if you watch till the end of this video, you're going to learn how the RRSP works, how you can maximize your gains by using the proper investment strategies, and how you can pay less taxes on your income by utilizing the RRSP. So let's get right into it. And the first thing that we need to discuss is how much you're allowed to contribute to your RRSP. Now, unlike the TFSA, where your contribution room depended on your age, the contribution room that you have for your RRSP depends on your income. Now, every single year, 18% of whatever your income was gets added to your RRSP contribution limit. Now, this figure does max out at around $27,000 or so. So if you make more than $150,000, then it's just going to stay at $27,000 or whatever the max amount is. The max amount does go up every single year by a couple $100s in order to keep up with the inflation, but it's not going to go up drastically. So it'll be a little bit more next year, it'll be a little bit more the year after that, but it's not going to jump up a lot. And also another area where the RRSP differs drastically than the TFSA is that you're not just able to take out your money anytime you want. So with the RRSP, the intention is to build your retirement fund. For this reason, you are ideally looking at not withdrawing anything before the age of 65. Now, there are some programs that allow you to withdraw your money for specific things. For example, the First Home Buyer Program allows you to take out your money for purchasing your first home. But other than these programs here and there, you usually are not allowed to take your money out of the RRSP before the age of 65. Now, after the age of 65, your RRSP turns into a retirement fund where they end up paying you all the money you saved and invested as your retirement income. So that's the goal with the RRSP, is to save and invest for the long term so that by the time you retire, you have a nice, healthy retirement income coming in every single month when you're not working anymore. Now, the next thing that we need to discuss is how you go about investing your money in your RRSP. Now, obviously, you're investing for the long run, but there are some slight differences between how you invest your money in your RRSP and how you invest your money in your TFSA. Now, if you've watched my TFSA investing video, I explained that you want to avoid US dividend stocks in your TFSA as you're still obligated to pay a US withholding tax on those stocks. Well, in the RRSP, you actually don't have to pay that tax. You're exempt from US withholding tax because this is considered to be a retirement account. So ideally, you want to put all the US dividend stocks that you want to get into your RRSP because nowhere else can you be exempt from this tax. So any US dividend stocks that you want to buy, just make sure to put them in your RRSP. Now, some examples of good US dividend stocks that I personally like are Universal Corporation, AbbVie, 3M Company, Duke Energy, Coca-Cola, and of course there's SPYD, which is a great index fund that covers mostly the US dividend stocks. These are great options for your RRSP. These are usually what I go to when I am investing in my own RRSP. But of course, it's completely up to you. You can look at other options. There are lots of great options if you do your research. Essentially, just make sure that you put them all in your RRSP and you don't put them anywhere else. Now, the most important thing that you need to know about the RRSP is how it influences your taxes. Now, any amount that you contribute to your RRSP is tax deductible, meaning that you're allowed to deduct that amount from your taxable income. For example, if you made $100,000 from your income in this calendar year and you contributed $10,000 to your RRSP, what that means is that your taxable income is no longer $100,000, it's actually $90,000 because $10,000 of that is not taxable because you contributed it to your RRSP. So instead of paying taxes on your $100,000 income, you end up paying taxes only on $90,000 of it. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't mean that your taxes go down by $10,000. What this does mean is that $10,000 of your income is not taxed. So whatever your tax rate is, it doesn't apply to that $10,000. Now, the higher your income goes and the higher tax brackets that you end up in, this becomes even more valuable as you end up becoming exempt from an even higher percentage of taxes on every single dollar that you put into your RRSP and becomes exempt from your taxable income. So definitely make sure to use this in order to pay less taxes and keep more of your money for yourself. So that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Now, if you have any questions about the RRSP, I know this stuff might be a little confusing, make sure to let me know in the comment sections down below. I always respond to every single question that comes in. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. I come out with new videos about personal finance, banking, investments all the time. So you don't want to miss any of that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.